shots, rock around the fucking clock. We gon' set it up, baby, get the Molotov. Full clip, 100 shots, rock around the fucking clock. We gon' set it up, baby, get the Molotov. Full clip, 100 shots, rock around the fucking clock.
power arises. From the ashes, new heroes born. An emergence of hope upon the horizon. A sense of victory at the break of dawn. Time has come. The rise of heroes. Rise up. A new time has come.
Hello and good morning, my crafty
We shall
creatures.
rise undefeated.
Oh, I haven't quite yet determined which house is making all the weird noises. It could be them renovating the transition house down the road. It could be the neighbors that are always doing random things. It could be the neighbors behind me trying to hide their meth lab. We don't know. I've been working with my hand-dyed yarn for my super secret present to Dad. And I am loving how it's working itself out. But I've also been working on, I have, this is one of the kitties I picked out yesterday. I have 2 more that I hope to get done today.
A new time has come.
And then I will have 3 kitties left. 4 kitties left. 3 or 4 kitties left. So. Oops. But we're gonna do one of the bigger ones today. Surprise, motherfucker! Yeah! At least it worked today.
You chase my heart, then hit the brakes. You hold my head underwater till I can't take no more.
Well, I mean, yeah, I see my music's loud, but my mic is also. Let's see. Try again. Yeah, on my end, my things are reading fine. So, yeah, I'm reading. All my meters are reading fine. So I cannot help you there. I know normally when my mic is soft, it doesn't leave the green. It barely hits above 40, and I'm strongly in the yellow right now, so I don't know what to tell you. We're done this kitty. I was working. I worked on the forestry. He's cute. I like him. That was the other Sphinx cat that. Though I don't think it's necessarily a Sphinx, but what the hell's going on? So hot tea from work. Oh my goodness. So I'm obviously not going to divulge a lot of detail, but I went into work yesterday knowing that something went down because my boss told me. Apparently, so he denied just about everything, and I'm like, my good dude, no, we don't do that here. He's like, but so he was within his 90 days. He had barely been there 2 weeks. Barely 2 weeks. And my workplace, like many in the United States, have a 90-day probationary period that there's no absences unless, like, absolute dire emergency. So he was scheduled to work Friday, Saturday. Let's see, Friday and Saturday. Oh, hey, look, it's a sume. We're gonna be working on this beast. The next one coming up. So he was scheduled to work Friday and Saturday. He had Sunday off, and he'd be working Monday and Tuesday. On his own. Like Friday and Saturday were his last night's training. But he called me on Friday and stated that he had had too much sun that day and could not make it in. So, how many of you here, when you work an overnight shift, stay out in the sun all day? Like, raise the hands. Anyone? No, because you're fucking sleeping. Anyway, the only reason I'm actually awake right now is because I slept at night. I stay awake till noon, and I go from noon to 4, and I go back to sleep. But, so I had the bosses reach out to him. He just wanted to swap some training days. Whatever, not my problem. Saturday comes around. He decides he's not coming in Saturday. I don't know why he didn't decide to come in Saturday. Not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus. So that's fine. But at that point in time, my boss is like, can you cover Monday overnight? I'm like, okay, because I worked Sunday 3 to 11, and then Monday would have been a 3 to 11, but instead of that, I did 11 to 7 and had all of Tuesday off. And then Wednesday, I did my 3 to 11, which was yesterday. And today, I have 2 overnights in a row. So tonight and tomorrow is 11 to 7. Which he was supposed to work. But because his body just can't handle the overnights. The boy is 26 years old. Or younger. He just can't handle the overnights because he stays up all fucking day. Anyway, so, yeah, he denied all of that. He's like, I have a doctor's note. I'm just so stressed out. I'm just so anxious. Now, I'm not generally one to chastise or make fun of that particular excuse. But when you sign up for a job, fully knowing what your schedule's going to be, what it's going to look like, and you look at those hours and you go, I can do that. That's not a problem. Go ahead. And then you change your mind the day before, you can go fuck off and die. Especially when I'm twice his fucking age, and I'm probably just as broken. But he kept telling other people it was for other excuses. Like he'd give every person he called a different excuse, and Cindy, my boss, gathered up all of the excuses and like, what the fuck is this guy going for? Like some of them were medical, some of them were like, oh hey, I didn't want to do it. Oh hey, she never told me this. It's like, my good dude. Why? Don't take jobs you don't want to do. It's okay to say no, but don't say no after you've said yes. Especially when it comes to your first 90 days and within a scheduling period. Like, oh my goodness. All I got. Okay, I have taken the stickies off before I even actually rounded up the colors I was getting ready to use. Okay, so what colors we got going on here? We got some 8. We got some 1. We obviously got some Y. 7? Yeah, 7. Oh yeah, and if we get the big kitty done today, this is the other kitty we're getting done. Yes, you can. He was specifically hired. Now, he was specifically hired. He was shown this schedule at his point of hire that he was going to do 2-day shifts. So 7 to 3 or 6:45 to 3. He was going to do potentially 2 3 to 11s and then potentially 2 11 to 7s. And never would they, like, if he was doing a one second here, words are hard. Part of me doing the overnights is I don't take my Vyvanse until like 5 in the evening so that I can stay up all night. It's really kind of annoying, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So he could potentially do like what I'm doing is I did a 3 to 11 last night and an 11 to 7 the next day, but he would never be doing, say, a 3 to 11 and then a 7 to 3. Like, Cindy wouldn't, like, give him a rail like that. It was a float position. He was hired to work all 3 shifts. He was a vacation coverer kind of person, or if we had someone quit, he would be covering that spot. That kind of thing. And he knew that upon his hire. It's not like it was dropped on him randomly. That happened to me. But like that's what happened to me this week is I was ready for a week of 3 to 11s and then he went and fucked around and I get to find out. But no. I actually get spoiled rotten for covering these shifts, so I'm not complaining. I get spoiled absolutely fucking rotten when I cover these shifts, so it's really good incentive. I get fed. That's the important part. I get fed. But oh my goodness, yeah. So that was the part for me was that he was trying to deny the 80,000 different excuses he used, and he kept changing his story. And then he tried to deny that he said he didn't get the email that the director sent him, only to respond to the email the director sent him. So yeah, that was a hot tea that I had from work. I understand. I know that I have some younger viewers. I'm 41, almost 42. I understand. Youngins want to be treated well. Everybody wants to be treated well. There are just some unfortunate facts about working in the workplace that you have to just suck it up, buttercup, and until you can run your own business, you gotta deal with, because it sucks. I'm never gonna be like, oh hey, it's perfect, happy puppies and kittens. Never gonna be me. But you do the best you can with what you got. And if push comes to shove, it pays your bills and it allows you to do your happy things. Oh yeah. Oh, and that's where the fun thing comes in. Is he kept coming in. So Monday night he left at 12:30. He left an hour and a half after he showed up, and I offered to train him because he had skipped his 2 previous training shifts with another overnight. He came in. I was going to train him. And hour and a half in, he left. So he comes back. Tuesday night. And stays and works all of Tuesday. Stays and works all of Tuesday night. With no problem. With no problem whatsoever. And then Cindy finds out. Cindy, again, is my boss. And she's like, no, you shouldn't have come in. You were told to call people. And you're fired. So that caused a lot of drama. That's when like 80 more excuses came out. So I think he's gonna try to go after the workplace for wrongful termination, even though there's plenty of documentation. That's why I had to do my written statement. She didn't tell me anything like this had happened until she didn't give me any details until after I had written out what had gone on. But I was curious because yeah. But I'd learned earlier, like from my last job, I went over and visited her. She had the similar scenario where a young kid just was milking off the paycheck and not actually doing the job, and then got upset when they got fired. It's like I'm all about finding your passion. Do a job that you love or you can at least tolerate for 8 hours a day. But don't make it worse for the rest of us. Because when you slack off and when you don't do your job, honestly, you're just making it worse for everybody else. And when you leave, we still have to suffer the consequences.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe
Oh yeah, absolutely.
is our
I was talking to one of the dining room staff people, and I was legit and sincerely complimenting her because she is very patient, she's very tolerant, she's very sweet, even when she does not like the person. Now, I don't have that skill. If I don't like you, you know it. And I don't have to be besties with everybody. I can tolerate you, and I can put up with you for a good span of time, and when we leave, I don't miss you. You do not live rent-free in my brain. It's just, yeah. So, but and she's like, yeah, I honestly, I like helping people. And I'm like, I do too. My problem comes in when someone's being a twat waffle. I don't have that filter. And I'm so glad I now know why I don't have that filter. But at the same time, yeah, it made working in the service industry very hard to be able to have to like mind my mouth when I didn't like someone. Now at least I know now why I have to mind my mouth, and it makes it a little easier to mind my mouth.
We stand here together.
Oh, that's actually kind of pretty.
As one. One tribe. A feeling from
I've been really enjoying these cats.
victory and euphoria.
Oh.
You get us now. United as one. This is our destiny. Release the energy. Stand together.
Well, I'm interested in why whatever.
We stand here together. United as one.
My moderation is weird.
One tribe. This is our destiny. Stand together.
Oh yeah, well, I I work in a residential care facility, and the same thing happens. Um, okay, so I help to help. I don't have any ulterior motives. It is one of my more genuine and true features that I am often uncomfortable about talking about because people always think I'm doing it for a reason. Uh, I do nice things just because I can. Like I don't even most of the time I don't even stop and think about what I'm doing until like weeks after and someone goes, "Oh, you did this thing. That was amazing. Thank you." One second, I'm gonna yell at my microphone again. Ooh, pocket roll! Okay, there we go. My microphone just keeps doing weird shit. Um, but one of the things that I do that doesn't take any more effort, but really can help someone's day, is when I am going through and I am making sure that I have 5 days of meds for my shift, I just look at the other shifts. And if a med is running low, I take its tag because I'm already going to the med room. I take its tag and I do that. It doesn't take me any more time. It doesn't hurt my soul. And that's one of the things I do that I don't understand why other people don't do. Because it's not anything extra. And even if it was just one person, one shift every day, like it would streamline so much. It would continue the momentum. Or stocking cups and med cups. I'm already going to the motherfucking cart. What is it to me to bring a stack of cups over? Oh, and that's another thing is I'm not gonna caffeinate because right after stream I play with the dogs for a little bit. I have some nom 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 noms and I go and I pass the fuck out. But yeah, so like a lot of the kindness that people are like, oh, you're so amazing. You do so much extra. It's not extra, folks. It is in my brain. It is not extra. It is something that I'm already doing. That adding you into the mix doesn't take away from my day. It's not fucking pie or cake or whatever you want. Ooh. Gotta love those crazy Frenchmen. Or is it mad like eccentric? Okay. On to the the letter Y. Hey, Hutchie, I want a cool neighbor like that. Mine do math. That's why the time when I made a med error and everyone's like, "Oh my god, she's trying to steal the drugs." And I looked them dead in the face and I went, "I just have to walk out my door with a $50 bill and I can get all kinds of drugs." And I'm not kidding. I just have to step outside and holler real loud, "I want drugs." And they might be suspicious, but sometimes they're too high to even tell. But I could get better drugs. Not not safer, but better. Connected. I got the disconnected. Did. That's what happened. Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah. All guys get all the good stuff. I mean, what? Unfortunately, in the medical world, that's rather true. And I did come back after coming back and then being immediately disconnected for noting that I came back. There we go. Working on his flowers. I don't know if it's Twitch. I know that my OBS keeps disconnecting, so it could be my OBS. I lost internet one of the times. It's just a day, and that's... I mean, I tried real hard. I got 3 of my 4 days streaming. And... I honestly, I think that's pretty good for the institutional level insanity that I'm living this month. There we go. Nope, really. There we go. Okay. Now I'm down to 2 colors that I need. 5 and 1. It's all good. It's all good, Hutchimom. You have a great evening. Get some good sleep. I'll be awake during your awake time, though. You can always DM me. Okay. We got 5 and clear. So I'm gonna move all the other ones out of my way because I knocked things over. And then googly eyes. Yeah, it baffles me why doctors don't consider stronger med lower dose. Like, if you're scraping the ceiling with a weak pain med, how about you try a low dose of a strong one? But it's because we're women and we need to stop being, what is it? No, it's not emotional. Hysterical. There we go. And I understand not wanting to create addicts, but there are people out there who need these pain meds, like where Tylenol just, and I know Jules, you can't do Tylenol, but where Tylenol just isn't cutting it, or ibuprofen for the inflammation just isn't cutting it, and because they function so well, you think they're seeking drugs. It's like, no, you're being unusually cruel by denying them the ability to not be in pain. I have a resident, mind you, she takes 2 of these a day, and she still struggles, but she also struggles with the stigma of asking for more. She takes 2 very low dose oxys a day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. 1 to help her get up through the day and 1 to help her sleep. And she's 90. Okay, so she becomes an addict. We have all our shit. But she struggles just asking for the toe. My other friend, Mary, the one who passed, she was on a ridiculous amount of different pain medications because her body hated her. She tended to lean towards CBD and whatnot more often than narcotics. But at the same time, if she had to go out and people, she had a narcotic she had to take. And I mean,
down a path to my inner world, the complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl. Though the bees can get overwhelming, the inspiration they mold in their buzzing I find compelling, a reminder of the power I hold.
but she still, I mean, she couldn't get her lupus managed because she was allergic. She was allergic to half the food she could eat, and the other ones just weren't nutritionally helping her. The woman was so allergic to fish that if someone ate fish and had intercourse with her, well, the product of that could cause an allergic reaction because the fish was in their system. Ugh. Yeah, it's so frustrating. If someone says they're in pain, believe them. Even if you don't believe them, accept that they believe that they're in pain. Because it's not you. You're not the one walking that path. And that's because when I was younger, I was very much jaded in the fashion because of my family that they would seek. I come from a family of addicts, both sides. So when I say that I know the battle and that I understand the genetics of it, it's, and I will forever advocate for people who are dealing with substance abuse that turned into fruition. Is I battle every day, but I make the choice as to say no. And not everybody has my constitution. But when I was younger, I would be very suspicious of people who were like, "Oh, I'm in so much pain," and then just go out and go breakdancing. And then I started becoming I started living more in the medical world, and I realized that people have different levels of what they can do when they hurt. And for me personally, I deal with a lot of the pain that I feel because I don't want to poke the bear. I have done very well for myself mitigating and balancing out, and I recognize that somewhere down the line I am going to have to accept and deal with managing a pain med because I hurt. But right now Tylenol does the job, so I'm keeping that I'm keeping that going for as long as I can. Oh yeah. It's frustrating. So, my sugar crashed in the wee morning hours, and I sleep snarfed a lot of M&Ms. So I woke up today and my sugar was like 344. So I took some insulin to bring it down from the ceiling. And now that I'm moving and I have my meds in my system, it's starting to get down to the normal level. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to go find food because my tummy is grumbling. But for now, drink works. Oh my goodness, there we go. I like it. I like the blue and the orange.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. A feeling from deep inside. A sense of victory and euphoria. Look at us now. United as one.
Yeah, I don't have the answers right now because I don't have the insurance to pay the doctors for the answers. So I just kind of I deal with the plate of chronic illnesses that I already have, fully knowing that I have a whole buffet waiting for me, but no.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. This is our destiny.
If I get hungry, there's more out there.
Stand together. Together as one.
Fancy dancy. I don't know what I'm gonna have for lunch. I am actually going to have lunch though, so that's something. I might have pizza.
Together as one.
Yeah. Both the cats that I do today have a lot of orange and pink. And this is only one side, so I gotta flip them over. My oven is being weird. It works for me, but it does not work for Husband Creature. And Husband Creature uses it far more than I do, and he's kind of pissy about it. I'm like, honey, just use the toaster oven. So, my dishwasher broke today. It's full of dishes right now. Has some water. Won't at all turn on. And I'm like, really? Really? So, that'll be something I tackle this weekend. Because I do not have the spoons to tackle it right now. I might not get all the kiddies I wanted to get done today, but that's okay. I love when I find other colors in the dot pool, because then they run away. Really? Oh yeah, the garlic bread pizza. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. it's good stuff. Like, I'm just right now. I'm not. A lot of the meals that I cook are meals that are good reheated. That's the thing that I have to do, because when I cook my dinner, it's 3 in the afternoon. Now, mind you, I don't eat until 5, so I have to be it has to be good reheated. Them's the rules. And on my days off, obviously, I cook a little bit better, but a lot of the time, my food is just whatever is good reheated. Almost done the orange. Now I want cucumber sandwiches. If no one's ever had a cucumber sandwich. Actually, maybe grilled cheese. I don't know. I don't even know if I have bread. But I like me a good grilled cheese with ham and tomato. That's some good stuff. I know I don't have tomato or ham, but I do have cheese. And I'm not leaving my house today, so if I don't have it, it's not happening. I could get it delivered. Yay! Oh, I love cucumber sandwiches. Cucumber with some mayonnaise and salt. Oh, so good. So good. Huzzah! Honestly, my lunch will be determined by what level my sugar is at when I go to eat it. Because, unfortunately, I'm gonna eat and go to bed. So it's probably gonna be a mid to low carb rate. Lunch, dinner's gonna be pork chops, mashed potato, and a vegetable, probably carrots. Okay, well done the orange. Now time for the actually I'm gonna refill the orange packet because I have pretty much run out of that bead. Do. I think my air fryer. Well, my air fryer is a combo thingamadoo. It's an air fryer, a toaster oven, grilly thing. So it goes up to 450. But I also my oven also likes me, so I can use my oven too. Okay, time for the clear. And I still have a lot of clear, so I gotta use the bigger tray to grab clear. Bigger tray. There's gunk in the crease. I like my painter tape border because it really when I'm diamond painting off stream, it's wherever my hands are comfortable. Honestly, holding the tray like I'm holding it is a risk all within itself because all it will take is my arm getting too far away from the rest of my body for a tremor to occur and these little fucking dots to go everywhere. That was fun. The tweezer hand jerked down real fast. That was fun. Oh. Oof. I stayed up a little late last night because, well, when you're preparing to do overnight, kind of have to stay up late. So I got out at 11, and I was up till about 2. Pretty sure Dast isn't here, so I'm gonna show off what I. Let's see, let's make sure. I am definitely amused by the user Snoopy Family who is watching. Oh yeah, by the way folks, I can see who's watching my but username amuses me. So snoop away. Snoop away. Anyway, but Dast is not here. This is her Phoenix tail fan. This is hand-dyed yarn that I did. Actually, gonna sit this way so the tail feathers curl up. But I'm super proud of it. This project I am only doing when I can literally count every row so that I get it done properly. So. Sorry, I found a couple of not clear colors, I think. Yeah. And even the clear I pulled out of my stash because I have so many clear beads. She's singing the song over people. You're fine, Myth. I know you weren't loved as a puppy, which is I know is utter bullshit. Utter bullshit. Cesar says he wasn't loved as a puppy either, which is also utter bullshit. Okay, go guys. Oh, 11 o'clock. We might actually get the big kitty all done. Might also only get I'm 75% done, like the other kitty. So yesterday, the other kitty did in fact get done on both sides. Both sides. Why is crocheting weird? You have the free time. You have the free times.
Blow that whistle, bitch. Blow it. Blow that whistle, bitch. Fuck it, I'm done.
I want to get this done so I can get his googly eyes on.
When I saw you again, I knew I wanted you, but I had to hide it. I had to hide it, 'cause I have grown strong without you around. I've just gotta fight it. I don't wanna go back there. Don't wanna fall into your arms again. Don't wanna give you everything I have and see you walk away. Don't wanna fall into your arms again. Don't wanna be reminded of the pain and the love of yesterday.
It's body double time. It's the tail end of the stream. Everybody is focused on their crafts. I'm not in the googly eye spot. How was first day of school? Did it launch off relatively easy. Almost googly eye time. Oh, well, med math does not go away. Like I've been med mathing my 5 ants, so I could not get tired in the overnights. So. Lots of white. Lots of the clear beads. Time for googly eyes. Googly eyes is my favorite part. Oops, I poked a hole in the googly eye.
We stand here
Googly eyes.
united.
Googly eye. They don't Google though. They really don't. Like the little ones, like I have bigger ones that Google, but the littler ones, none of the littler ones I have. Like you gotta really let me flick the cat in the face.
This is our destiny.
See if I can pull the dent that I put in the googly eye out.
Release the energy. Stand together.
Okay.
Together as
There.
one.
That's one side of the kitty. I take a stretcher break. Oh. Oh my goodness. I'm trying not to get too active. That's the entire point of kitties is not getting too active, not getting all worked up, because I gotta go back to sleep. But I'm not gonna let work get in the way of my business. Funny enough, I get a lot of arts and crafts done while I'm killing time in the overnights. That is one thing that I do enjoy about overnights is there's a lot of downtime. Gotta love the hurry up and wait aspect of things. Okay, so we're starting back at the beginning where we round up all the colors.
Look at us now.
Eight.
Release the energy. Together as
This
one.
is fine. There we got the Y. Okay. So we'll start off with the 7. Yeah, we'll probably get this kitty all done, and I won't get the last one that I was hoping for done. At least not on air. It'll probably be done before I go to bed, maybe. I'm just lucky to know what day it is, and even that's kind of questionable. Oh my. Oh, well, one of my residents, um, he keeps falling, and he sprained his thumb. So he got it in a cast, and we have the reusable ice packs, and we just rotate it through the day. Mm-hmm. Let's see. All the sevens are done. Time for the its, and then the Y, and then the Y. I like these. They don't have like a norm. Each one doesn't have like a ton of color, so they're relatively simple to do and get done. I just have a couple of the. There are a couple really big ones. Yesterday's big one was the pink sphinx. Today's big one is this Tabatab. And before I run away today, I will share with you the remainders so I can. I don't even know if I'm gonna be on. If it rains, I will log on to stream. But goodness knows in the next 2 weeks where I'll be. Okay. Pink is all. Now it's time for some Y. The sparkly ovals.
A new wave of power arises. From the ashes.
Everybody's different, Jules. And because you refuse to rest, or your life does not allow you to rest. You still use it, and thus it slows down the healing process. Every moment you move it, the muscle gets re-injured. And I know it sounds mean, and I understand the circumstances that you don't have the option to not. But that's what happens when you. There's a reason when you sprain your ankle, they tell you to stay off of it. So, whatever they told you, double it. At least that's what I get told when I hurt things.
We shall rise undefeated. With sword and shield in our hands.
I can't account for pain. I just know that, I mean, I couldn't move my, I didn't know why I couldn't move my shoulders. Oh. The shoulder movement thing came from being hit by a truck and bouncing in the middle of the road. Yeah. 10 years later, I couldn't move my shoulders. I didn't know why. It was from that.
A new time has come.
Where is...
The rise of heroes.
Okay. So when I was 20, 24, 25, somewhere in that ballpark, I used to ride my bike to work a lot because it was a 2-mile bike ride. It was nothing, mostly flat, and I did the 3 to 11 shift. So I'd go in. It was a nice, relatively quiet ride in, and I'd follow all the rules of the road, riding on the side of the road, moving with traffic, going into a turn lane, if I needed to turn using my arm signals, 100% doing everything I needed to do. I was on my way into work, and someone did a California rolling stop. And as they just started to pick up speed and bumped me, and I bumped off the hood of the truck and then bounced into the middle of a very busy road, which fortunately didn't have any cars coming. The guy walked out of his truck, pulled my bike out of his truck, out from underneath his truck, set it to the side of the road, and drove off. and I mean, my elbow had hurt a little bit, and I just iced it and ignored it, because, you know, I was 24, and when I was 36 going to get my lifeguard certificate, I was doing a lot of training, and I couldn't do this motion with my arm. Obviously now I can, because I went through physical therapy, but when it would come up to this, and it still kind of does, this action causes a click in my shoulder blades, because it moved the muscles around when I got hit by the truck. And this is the side that got hit by the truck, which is starting to explain why I have a lot of pain on my right side. But yeah, this action, I click, and I had to readjust the muscle to work so I could do this action with my arm. Well, I mean, as much as it would be fun to go find the guy, it's been almost 20 years, so Well, and it was reported to the police, but nothing came of it. Needless to say, I didn't ride my bike to work for a good while. Oh my goodness. What? Nap time. Ugh, I also have to take a shower today because I'm yuck. Ugh, the chore list keeps growing. I have to eat and take a shower? Shh. Rotating kitty. Yeah, running out of water would be a bad thing. I'm spoiled rotten, and I have that whole city water thing going on.
The devil is not the original sin. Take your rise and cast them within. She's if you want to make a villain out of me, then I will show you just how I like you. Be.
Oh, well, they've been replacing the water pipes here. Um, Goodness knows if my water is coming from where I might think it is, but I'm also right up next to the city's reservoir. Um, so, or it's either the reservoir or the pressure tank.
In a world where I walk alone, a heart that's shattered, feeling torn. With every moment, the anger blooms, the poison festers, darkness looms. I conjure tales of unshed tears, my sadness fuels my darkest fears. I tear my halo into pieces to forge my horns, and when the kindness ceases.
Devil is not the original sin. Take your rise and guess them within. She's if you want to make the feeling out of me, and I will show you just how far life can be.
Oh geesh. Oh geesh. No, we pay by the cubic meter. Every 3 months we pay cubic meter, which is very interesting that a lot of our utilities are measured in kilo and meter and whatnot, measured in metric, and we can't adopt the metric system here. Oh geez. Yeah. Water systems are one of the few systems about city that I don't. Now I might have to look into it, but yeah, I can't say that I know too much about the city's water system. I know that parts are old.
Stone cold chills down my spine. These fears are getting in my mind. Yeah, all the time. It's always been like this. I've tried to find a way to press rewind.
Okay. So, hello. Okay. Ugh. I'm gonna be getting stuff today. What stuff? I don't know, because I ordered it a long time ago, but I'm getting some today. Well, I mean, I just had to send a picture into the city with my setup. They have radio transmitters and they drive around. Oof. Now, what did you touch that you weren't supposed to? That sounds weird, Jules. But again, I also don't know enough about plumbing system. I know with water and sewer. I know like residential, you don't want it to leak. So that's the extent of my plumbing knowledge. Don't let it leak. Cover up the kitty. Cover up. Instead of this is Halloween kitty cover up. Kitty has number 5 all done. Let's see if I can get number 1 done in 15 minutes. Chances are slim, but we're still gonna try.
Stone cold shivers down my spine. These fears are getting in my mind. Yeah, all the time. It's always been like this. I've tried to find a way to press rewind. But as long as I'm alive, I keep hearing all those echoes. It is trying to get in control. It tried to pull me down, but I stand my ground as I'm rising to the clouds. I keep hearing all those echoes. It is trying to get in control. It tried to pull me down, but I stand my ground as I'm rising to the clouds. I keep hearing all those echoes.
Well, that's kind of like with me and electricity and like stereo system, networking and wiring is that's what my dad used to do.
I keep hearing all those echoes.
close. Can I get to the googly eyes? Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh.
There's a blue night sky facing down, filled with stars and lifting us up. A golden sky which makes us connect.
Okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna get all this done, but this kitty will get done today. Well, thank everybody for the gift of your time. Thank you for bearing with my insanity at institutional levels this month. Just cause we need the googly eyes. We're gonna add the googly eyes. The kitty. Kind of looks like terrified kitty. But I do not know when my next stream will be. It's just gonna be hit and miss this month. I apologize for that, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm almost always lurking in many ways, shapes, and forms. So, be safe, have fun, drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself, and be kind to others if you have the spoons, but more specifically, just don't be a jerk. I will see everybody on the flip side. Have a fantastic day, everybody.